Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, a bit of a crazy week in the markets. Obviously, Donald Trump has got a lot of influence with just a tweet at the moment, and it's been causing absolute havoc. We can just see here from the price action in regards to the tariffs, but I've been obviously EURCAD and Great British Pound, Canadian dollar. They're two pairs that I really like to trade and that are really quite respectable of the strategy that I trade, which is usually just like trendline breakouts and stuff. That and the Great British Pound and Euro against the New Zealand dollar and the Australian dollar. Now, I've been kind of waiting for price to reveal itself. Obviously, I made a big call at the start of February, quite a while ago now, so 2 months ago, and for a long thought we were only going to go up to here, and we just kind of smashed past that and then continued. And since that point, I've been trying to work out a way to trade it, and the price action's not been very clean at all. So I've been kind of like just waiting to see if price is going to reveal itself a little bit. Kind of seems like it has now. So let's just look at it and talk about it for a second. We're going to talk about EURCAD because it's very, as I say, it's very respectable, very respective of ranges when it establishes one. We've obviously moved to the upside, and we haven't really come down and retest this level yet. But I don't think we're going to for a little while. I think we've got a little while in this range. Sometimes that kind of lasts like 3-4 months. So we kind of got here a month ago. I mean, if we look at this range from August, September, it's 2 months, and then like 3 months, 3.5 months, and we're only a month into this, so I think we're probably going to be stuck in like this kind of rangy distribution phase for a little while. But that also really presents quite a good opportunities for us and for myself in terms of the strategy that I trade. So yeah, I'm really interested in, or I'm back interested in the Canadian dollar and the euro again. Now we've kind of established some decent price action on the 4 hour on the daily. So, as I say, we'll go back to when we were kind of last stuck in this range. I mean, we were looking at being in a range kind of like 1.83%, so roughly around 2%. And if we look at price at the moment, it's kind of in the same, 2%. So we're going to be, I think we're going to be stuck in this range. So basically now it's just a case of when price comes up to here, we look at a way to get in short, and when price comes down to here, we look at a way to get long. The thing that you need to take into consideration when trading these longs is it's not really a simple case of just placing a buy here and a sell here, because we have also got quite a big, we've got quite a big range either side of 124 pips and probably about 100 pips. Probably about 100 pips here, maybe a bit less. About 94 pips here. So although we've established this range, we don't really want to be having 100 pips stop loss. So this is kind of where we just wait for the strategy, and then we look for kind of key indications that price is going to reverse, and then we try and get in with a really nice tight stop loss. So I've talked this exact example has been in a few of my kind of trading videos so far. So for example, here we can see a double top with a trend line break. Here we can see this very weak uptrend here, followed by a trend line break, and followed by like a break and a retest of this level. So, and that's then when we can kind of look to get in with a really tight stop loss. So just improve the quality of our trades, and also improve the money that we can make, because we can put we can go for higher R's, higher risk. So yeah, let's this is EURCAD, and let's have a look at Great British Pound CAD at the moment as well. So I'm going to go back here, and so this is when I was kind of doing this last, and you can see some of these trades that I've managed to hit. This is kind of when we were stuck in this range in like August to September, and then we kind of broke out of it, and we actually found a new range for a little while as well, and we managed to capture a lot of these pivot points with probably one of the best head and shoulders trades that I've come across, which was here in January on my birthday, which was nice. But yeah, you can kind of see that, you know, we're working in this range, and we're working in a really, really big range on Great British Pound CAD, and that was of like 4.2%, and we've had these kind of three key levels, and I've been waiting to see where we're roughly coming down to, what level price is going to respect before I start trading this, and it kind of seems that maybe we've found this range here. I'm going to keep these levels on because I feel like price is going to respect it a lot. Let's go down to the 1 hour, and we can kind of try and find out where I think this range is topping out at. Seems to be here. It's this kind of, you know, everything above there seems to be like liquidity really. So this kind of feels like our range top, and we've got a nice key level there as well. So I think moving forward we're going to be getting some really, really nice trades on this. Now we've kind of, as I say, waited for price just to work out what it wants to do across the month after this really, really big move to the upside. And now it seems that we've kind of found this lovely range that we're going to start working. I don't want to go back all the way back that way. This lovely range that we're going to start working in. So for me, this is when trading is really, really good. I love the distribution phase of trading because we get loads of lovely pivot points, and we've already kind of found our first entry. I mean, it might not, as I say, Euro, Canadian dollar seems to, it could break up, don't get me wrong. I don't think it will, just knowing what the CAD pairs are like. It seems to have established its range now. We haven't got there on Great British Pound CAD, in my opinion, yet. We've got some more price. We need price to kind of start establishing itself a little bit more, but I definitely think we're starting to go into a little bit of a ranging market, and that would make sense because usually these markets, when they start ranging, they range for about 3 months. You know, kind of, yeah, about 3 months, 4 months. And we've just had, obviously, a pause on Trump's tariffs for 90 days. So I think we're going to just see a little bit of a ranging market. So hopefully we go back to being news, you know, data driven instead of tweet driven. But I'm really, really interested in trading EURCAD and Great British Pound CAD again. Something to also point out while we are talking about the Canadian dollar is obviously we've had like a really, really big move to the upside. We saw this on the dollar a while back anyway, when Trump was kind of coming into office, and what we've had since this point is we've had like this move down, and kind of people sometimes think, oh, the price is just going to move down like that, and we can see how volatile it is. We saw once it kind of broke this level, with sitting there thinking, okay, it's going to come down and it's going to grab this key level, but it's not really the way that price works. It usually works in kind of waves, you know, A, B, C, D corrections, and, you know, it doesn't really work just horizontally and go trade to horizontal levels like people think, or that, and especially newer traders seem to think. But yeah, we can start to see we've got this kind of bullish flag, and we're working now within this diagonal range on USD CAD, so that's good, as far as I'm concerned, because that kind of establishes, so when was that, 2nd of February, if we look at the time, when was this, and we kind of get, okay, no, so that's when price was moving up, February, that, fucking hell. When do we get into, when do we fall into like this kind of, this flag? Let's have a look, see if we can See if we can line it up. As I say, I'm doing this kind of live as I'm trying to work stuff out. So that's kind of where we start when we break out, and then we start establishing a range across this. 4th of March. See if we kind of topped out on this range on the 4th of March. Around, kind of around that time. We broke into the range around that. So yeah, hopefully, say we just see price now kind of work within this range, and we're able to get a few decent trades. Maybe the range kind of tops out up here, and this has just been like something that's been established and a little bit recent. It widens a little bit, but definitely getting the vibe that we're going into a ranging market, so that's something for you guys to consider. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe and follow, and if you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the comments, same as opinions as well. I always want to hear your guys' opinions. So